Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, people. I come here on the Sabbath. I do it with love. I'm here to teach. I'm here to get the word of God across. I'm here to inform you on what's happening. To inform you on your future. Today's drink is beet juice. 100% beet juice. Good for your kidneys and your liver. We need that because all the poison that we eat during the week, you need to keep your system clean because guess what? None of the food is real. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they was trying to buy watermelon. They said it's hard to find watermelon without seeds. With seeds. Yes, because what they're doing, they know that watermelon is one of the most important fruit that you can buy for your body. They know that. Anytime they see us, anytime we wake up and they see us when we done wake up, then that's what happened. They eventually will start to change things, change the food, change everything we do because they know we're waking up. They know we're trying to live. They know we're trying to eat healthy. You know, there's more people trying to eat healthy than there are people trying to eat bad. I see it. So what you see on TV, what you see around is not really necessarily what it is because what they do is they'll keep pushing the negative so you can think that's what it is, but it really not. It's people trying to live, man. I'm telling you, these people waking up, man. People waking up, they trying to get, you see it on Tip Top. That's why they want to take down Tip Top because there's so much information on there. But this is 100% beet juice. And it's good. I try to tell people, go back to glass. When you making these fruit drinks, put it in a glass. If for some reason that glass and some good ice, and the people say, well, you just drink a tap water. No, I buy spring water and put it in my ice maker. I got a portable ice maker that make ice. So I put spring water in there. And I put it in this glass and make sure it's a thick glass too. And it tastes it changed the flavor in it. Changed good. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get to this here. It's a couple things I want to get to. I want to get to the thing about the lady in the bricks. Well, I have went through different classes that I taught and tell you that this is biblical. This is prophecy. Where the women would not, our women would not have protection because of how Esau set you up. And it's in the Bible. Esau set you up where he took the man out the house, right? Back in the 60s, when you got the food stamps there, so everything, it just come full circle. So now what's happened is that you have them type called Esau, which is so-called your children's father and your new husband, because he give you food stamp, he give you a place to live, pay your bills and all that kind of stuff, money buy clothes. So you have the kids, but guess what? Esau gonna come back. When he get to a certain age, he want his son. Esau want his children. Mostly he want his son. So he come back and get his son and fill him up. He give him a place to stay. He give him a prison. They stay in there. 80% of the prisons are brown people, so-called Mexicans, so-called Negro. We make up the prison population. So Uncle Sam come back to get his children. So he get his children either by killing them or either put them in the prison system. Some kind of system they're in. So now you got a single mother that's raising a child until Uncle Sam come get him. And so what happened is she teach the child to be soft, effeminate, forward and emotional. Why you think all our people have took to the market now? They are the one that's so-called gay or so-called bisexual. More our people than it is their people when it used to be them. Now it's more of us. Because Uncle Sam did this to you in a systematic way. Generation, till you get to the point now, the men that are hitting the women in the eye or in the face, and anything with a brick and all that, is been raised by a single mother. The prison and field, because they've been raised by a single mother, because our women start listening to their adopted father, which is Esau. And what he done is took the man out of the house and say, hey, I'm going to give you food, shelter, welfare. Then you start getting a little bit smarter what they do. Now they have given you bachelor's degree. Now you have took on the role and kicked the man out the house for whatever reason. So now the kid that you're raising and the man and the daughter that you see out in this public right now is raised by a single mother. Statistics has said that a single father child is better raised and living in prosperity than a single mother. And you can see that because a man can raise a daughter and a son in discipline and that kind of stuff. But let me turn this off, folks. But a woman cannot do it. You need both, but if it has to come down to it, a man can do it. It's been proven, statistics have been proven. So I just wanted to get to that part, then I'm going to go to my subject. Because they have systematically done it. It takes years to do this stuff now. It ain't just happen overnight. It takes years to do this stuff. And they've done it. And they have done it. And we see it now. You can see it. You can hate me or love me. But I'm giving you facts and you can open up your eyes and see it. Women are coming against women who are standing up. So what they have done now is they see that your adopted father see that the women are waking up too. The so-called our women are waking up also. So now he got people like the Sexy Red who singing them nasty songs. They put her out there to try to get the young women in, to trap them, to start this cycle again. Because guess what? Now they see that the women are waking up too and figuring out what their stepdad is doing. Now they're waking up and trying to come around. I'm talking to these people. I see this. They understand what's going on now. So now they're waking up. So now you got the people like the Sexy Red telling the women are waking up that you are pick me. They call them pick me because they standing up for the truth. But that's what they're doing. It's a circle. It's a generational curse. And God does all this stuff trying to wake us up. Okay, let me get to what's going on. See, God, my subject for today is God, the Most High pronoun. The Most High has pronouns. Okay, let me read this. I want you to go to Revelation 18:1. This is where I'm going to start from. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. He was so much majestic glory of this angel that the earth lit up. It's like this light back there. It gloomed like a light. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. So that's why, see, the angels got a strong voice because Jesus got a strong voice and God got a strong voice. But they'll say, why you hollering at me? Why you talking loud to me? Because guess what? Now, I promise you, I see this. Not to get down on this, but I have a grandson. And I try to get him to speak up because he talks soft. This man is 6'2", 6'3". And I have to say, because guess what? He been raised by his mother. Now I have him. Now I'm trying to teach him how to be a man. So your voice got to be a little deep, not where they so afraid of you, but you can't be talking like you scared and timid because the angels and God had a strong voice. See, society teaches that. Our women teach you that. Why are you talking to me like that and you talking normal? Men don't talk like women. So they try to make us talk like women. The angels don't even talk like God's voice is like a rushing water. You done seen a wave come in? Come on, man. Babylon the Great is falling. It's falling. And it's become the habitation of devils and the whole of every foul spirit and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Babylon is the United States of America. Modern day Babylon is the United States of America. I was telling this person, I said, tell me what Babylon means. Babylon is from the word Babel, which you get from the baby. When you see a baby named Babel, you can't understand. It's a bunch of confusion. When they built the Tower of Babylon, that's when God gave them different voices, and none of them could hear each other. None of them understood what each other was saying. They thought it was just Babel. It's Babel. Well, this is Babylon. It's a land of confusion. You can come to the United States of America, be anything you want to be. But you go to another country and try that, it will slay you, kill you, hang you. But you come to the United States of America, you got people from Turkey now wearing spandex. Now wearing long fingernails, long eyelashes. You got people from Israel, women from Israel, around here snapping their fingers, acting like so-called black women. But they go to their country, they can't do that because this is modern day Babylon. And you got the Democratic Party. Yes, the Democratic Party is killing us. If I don't vote, I'm proud to say I vote because guess what? I have talked to people 80, 90 years old. My mama was 82, and I would get all the information from her. And then I would read this Bible, and I would see what's going on. You look at the Democratic Party, they're against everything that they with everything that God is against. The church is called Christianity. They are with everything that God is against. They're with homosexuality, transgender, everything. They were eating pork. They were killing you, destroying you. You went to church and you were eating pork for years. You go to the church now, everybody in the church weighs 300-400 pounds because they're eating that bad food because the church won't tell them because the preacher eat that bad food. Woe unto the pastor that scatters my sheep. I'm trying to tell you the real life story of why you're in the situation you're in. But guess what? Nobody want to listen. But I'm going to spread this word anyway. Babylon, United States of America, it's falling. Every foul spirit is here. Every foul spirit is in the United States of America. If you can think of it, you can do it. The next thing coming is pedophilia. Now you done got transgender. You done got homosexuality. I don't know. It's so many. You got all that stuff. And guess what? Now you're getting your mind set for pedophilia. You know how you keep getting away with stuff, get away with stuff. You keep doing it and doing it. Well, that's what they're doing now. They keep testing you. You keep okay, and they got the people that look like me and you promoting it. So you agree, but guess what? Here in Jacksonville, they had the 3 people got killed by a so-called white man racism. And you had the governor come here, right? And then you had the governor come here, and you had a city councilman that stood up, and you had a pastor that stood up for the governor. Now they over here trying to recant their story, saying this is why they did it. But people are angry. People are upset because now they're waking up and saying, all we do is march. I'm tired of Louis Farrakhan. He don't come to stuff like this. But he's not a part of us. What's the guy's name is? I can't, what the name is here? Man, he keep losing all that weight and he come here every time. Well, he's here. Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, they want to come around with death. They want to come around for death and get publicity so they can put money in their organization. When after this over, I guarantee you, you will never hear another word from him about Jacksonville and racism. My brother was born when my brother was here. I was not here. I used to get information from anybody I get information from. I hear the axe handler murder. This is nothing new. I am only 57 years old. I have experienced that. When I first started working for the city, I was in Ocean Way. And I was working at this community center. This truck pulled up and said, nigga, what you doing here? And I said, what it look like I'm doing here? He pulled the gun out. So I walked off. I have seen this here. I'm only 57. It ain't nothing changed since then. So this is Jacksonville. Quit telling me that this is not us. This is Jacksonville. And they do this throughout because everybody in our neighborhoods that we know are living the same way since I was a kid. So every cage, every unclean, every hateful bird, that means every hateful different kind of birds come, you got millions of different birds. All kind of sin is here. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her. Her is talking about Babylon. This is God pronouns. Her is talking about God, talking about the Babylonian, United States of America. Listen to the context when I read the pronouns. For all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Who is her? You know he's talking about one woman. He's talking about United States of America, modern day Babylonian, which is spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. What did they do in Sodom and Gomorrah, people? They wanted to rape the angels. The man said, I got 2 virgin daughters. They tried to kick the door down because they want the angels just walked in the house. This is where we at right here. This is modern day Babylonia. All the nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath and her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are all whites rich through the abundance of her delicacy. All the other nations have made money off the Hebrew Israelites. We are the poorest, but we spend the most. We spend billions of dollars on fake hair. We spend billions of dollars on Jordans. We spend billions of dollars on liquor, bad food, crab, shrimp, anything. And guess what? Now the new drug is that medical marijuana. Once they get you hooked on that, folks, you done. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. If you want to smoke some marijuana, we need to grow it and eat it, mix it in your food, like greens, partially. And you'll see the healing that you'll get from it. Don't smoke it, because when you smoke it, the fire changes the chemical reaction in it. So what they do, they give you these chemicals, and what they're going to do, eventually it's going to mess your brain up because it's not natural. The same way bad food mess your body up, that's going to mess your brain up. It's not natural. So if God said the vegetation of the earth is for meat, so you take marijuana that's grown in pure form and you put in your food, you can see the medical enhancement of your body. I'm just telling you, folks. So the United States, the merchant or the king, that's everybody. China, Russia, Germany, all them places, they're making money off us. Everybody make money from the United States of America, and the most how you say it? How I want to say this? The people who spend the most money is the so-called Negroes, so-called Mexicans, so-called Native Americans. The Indians, I don't even have to mention the Indians because they already destroyed. They're on a plantation. They're on a reservation. They can't leave. They're running pipelines through their land. They're fighting, trying to throwing bottles. They can't beat the government with that because you're up under curse. If you go read Deuteronomy 28:15, them our people over there. So they running pipelines through the country. And guess what? The people you hear. So you don't read, you just whatever you see on TV here, but you got national news. They are kidnapping all them Native American Indians and taking their wounds out. Yes, taking their body parts out. You know they're doing us like that. They doing the Indian because they kidnapping the women over there. They're not telling you. They got our people over there helping kidnap them women. Salvation Army, Red Cross, them people are evil. And I heard another voice from heaven. I'm reading 18:1. I'm just going down. So if you follow me, I'm at 18:4 now. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." Her, she's talking about modern day Babylon with the United States of America. That you be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plague. See, God trying to tell you to come out of here. You say, well, how can I come out of here? I can't leave. I got to get a passport to leave. How can I come out of here? So if I got some kind of ruckus on me, I can't leave. Well, do you know what he's talking about? He's talking about spiritually come out of her. Because guess what? You are partakers of the United States of America. You partake in homosexuality. You partake in Christianity. You partake in eating the crab, the shrimp, all what she offered, you accept. So if you go read the Maccabees in the Apocrypha, you start at verse 1. They tell you how we had devout men of Israel. That means our leaders, our so-called city councilmen, our so-called police department, our so-called people that look like us are persuading us, it's okay. You can do this. It's all right. You got your own mind, got your own thought. But guess what? The Bible don't say that. God said, come out of her. For her sin has reached unto heaven, and God has remembered her. God, people listen to me. God is remembering what the United States of America did in doing. He's remembering that. That's what he's saying. The prayers of the people, the prayers of the saints, prayers of people like me that ride around, see my people living like, man, it's sad. Man, when you get this kind of knowledge in you, boy, and you see this stuff in it, it's hard, man. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard seeing your people living in ignorance. It's hard seeing your people. It's hard seeing your people when you talk to them, your family members, and everybody shun at you because you talk too much. You every time, I'm tell you something, it's hard for me. If I'm talking to you, I got to bring it up because that's all I know. I'm reading 6 books at one time. I got so much knowledge up in my head. God give it to me in this book. All I know how to do is just tell it. So forgive me if I speak to you for 2 or 3 minutes. I got to bring up this here, even if I got to slide it in, man. That's just what God do to you when you know you're on the right path. God said, "Come out of her." God said, "I remember." Hey, God, what did it say? For the sins of her reach unto heaven. The iniquity of the United States of America, God can smell it. It's sickening. Okay, verse 6. And guess what it said? God has remembered her iniquity. Reward her. Talking about Martin her, it's talking about Martin Babylon. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she had filled on her double. See what she done to us. God gonna reward the United States double. Look at our people, man. We're so down straight. Look at our people. Look what the United States doing to our people. And guess what? These wicked people that look like us that are involved in it, you're gonna pay. Some of you paying now. Hey, I don't know where it was. I seen it come across my line. It was a pastor crying. He already tried to beat the story. He crying. I asked for forgiveness of the church and start bringing up scriptures about why you should forgive him. Guess what he crying for? Because somebody put out a sex tape with him and some boys. His boyfriend coming out. So warn to the pastor, you believe these wicked pastors, they marry men in the churches. They destroying the Hebrew Israelites any way they can. God said, guess what? I hear this stuff done came up to me. Now, and guess what he said? And he said, I'm going to remember you double. Double what you did to us is double what's going to happen to you. How much she is the pronoun. How much she has glorified herself. How much has United States of America glorified herself? Said, I am the United States of America. I'm this, I'm that. I'm the most powerful country in the world, which they are. And living deliciously. They live deliciously off of us and off of every other nation in the kingdom. Guess what? So much torment and sorrow give her. They destroying the whole world. Everybody coming here is being destroyed. I don't care what nation you are. You come here, you can do what you want to do and be what you want to be. You're being destroyed. Because this is modern day Babylon. She says in her heart, I sit a queen. Pronoun. This how God describing United States of America. I sit a queen, and I am now widow. I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. I'm a queen. I have no sorrows. I'm fine. I'm great. I can do as I please. I can set laws as I please. I can teach you to take out your black history. I can teach you that your child has to be 18 to get a driver license, have to be 21 to buy liquor, have to be a certain age to drive the military, but you can be 12, 10, 14 and change your whole sex life. You never even kissed a woman, never even made love to a woman, but now you able to make decisions. And then if your parents will go against it, you can call that child abuse. God hears that. It's up in his nostril and it don't smell good. Therefore shall her plague come in one day. The death and the destruction of the United States going to come in one day. When everybody drop that bomb, it's going to come in one day. Death and mourning and famine. All of it going to come in one day. Going to come in one day. God going to drop bomb on everybody in the United States of America right now. You ought to be scared because you ought to be, if you ain't watching that, you ought to be watching that news. You see how all these countries are coming up and telling on these people. Telling on the United States of America. What people said. People say, you talk about democracy? Look how you treating your black people. Look how you hide the truth. This man is on TikTok showing you black Jesus. Because guess what? People don't know that when Paul was traveling, that was his area. To get all the Gentiles, so-called Negroes, so-called 12 tribes of Israelite, that was, I'm sorry, the northern tribe. The northern tribe and the scattered Israelites that was scattered throughout all the earth. He was going to get them to remind them who they were, because they were Gentile, because they serving they pagan gods over there. The same way we are here serving the pagan god. When you are Hebrew Israelite, but you serving a Buddha, you serving Muslim, you serving Seventh-day Adventist. That's the same thing. That's what Paul's job was. That's what Paul's job was to do. That's what he did. And shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judges her. Modern day Babylon, burnt with fire, that's the nuclear bomb with all the China, everybody, United States of America in the middle, every country got a bomb point toward the United States of America. That's the destruction of them. Stand? Okay. And the kings of the earth, all the other nations, China, Russia, Ukraine, all of them, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when she shall see the smoke in her burning. They're going to be looking, they're going to be, oh, wow. Look at that great modern day Babylon. That's what they're going to be saying. Saying for all, for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is that judgment come. It's been destroyed in 1 hour. That's why people think the whole world going to be destroyed. No, it's going to be modern day Babylon, United States of America. That's why God said, come out of her. And you say, well, how can I come out? You got a spirit. You got to turn to God. You got to go spiritually back to who you're supposed to be. You see it happening. Jobs are folding. People are losing their job. No pension, no Social Security. The baby boomers are getting ready to retire. They finna hit that Social Security so hard. Everybody who between that 65, 67, 68, they finna get ready to retire now. They're going to hit Social Security. And guess what? Social Security, nobody is putting in the Social Security because the young people ain't working no more. Young people ain't working no more, so who putting money in there? So when you got all these baby boomers finna get ready to retire, they finna hit that thing so hard, the stock market finna get ready to crash. This stuff happening. You have to read books to understand this stuff here because it's foreign to you. I read books. I am in the stock market. I am trying to learn because they didn't teach us in school. See, because guess what? Stuff going to start happening. You got to know how to maneuver. If you don't learn this stuff, you won't never get it. You about to learn it. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. United States gone. Because I'm reading a book, Rich Dad Prophecy. I think Rich Dad Poor Dad Prophecy. He said, no man should buy merchandise. Guess what? Because if it's made in America, it's made in China. That's how he said. Everything that's made in America is made in China. Because look at your stuff now. I was just telling my grandson, I'm trying to fix something. You got to have metric tubes. They done changed it. Everything that's made is made in China. So we are lost people. There's nobody to buy their merchandise. Everything is made outside the United States of America. So if the United States of America is gone and blowed up, who gonna buy their merchandise? Because they was counting on us. And who spent the most money? Just saying. The merchandise of gold, silver, precious stone, or pearl, fine linen, purple, silk, scarlet, all that wood, all manner of vessels, ivory, all manner of vessels of most precious wood, brass, iron, and marble, and cinnamon, odor, ointment, frankincense, wine, oil, fine flour, wheat, beast, sheep, horse, chariot, slave, and souls of men. Everything come out of the United States of America. All of it's gone in 1 hour. All of it gone in 1 hour. And the fruit of their soul lust after or departed from thee. All of the things which diligent of goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. United States of America be destroyed. It's going to be gone. Drop down. Drop down to 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto the great city? United States is considered the greatest nation on the planet. And the people are saying, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto the great city? It's destroyed. God had destroyed the United States of America in 1 hour. So you better get out of her. You better come out of her. Because God had destroyed her. In 1 hour, he's going to destroy the United States of America. And we sit here listening to this stuff going on and not paying attention what the God word is saying in the Bible. Woe unto the pastor that scattered the sheep. See, by the United States of America, when they start telling you don't listen to certain people, you better pay attention. Putin is telling you who you are. This man is going through all his museums and stuff. You see all the picture of Black Paul, Black Peter. The Bible is your history book. But United States of America has taught you stuff. That's why we join anything. Just if you join something, you better go back and look up where it started from. 9 times out of 10, it started from the so-called your stepfather Esau. That's where it started from. The Greek fraternities. Go back and read what Alexander the Greek did to your people. And guess what? And you'll read it. He got where it said great devout men of Israel. He used them to persuade you. Get what Alexander the Greek would do. Just say a woman didn't want to feed her baby no pork and all that kind of food. You know what they would do? They would hang the baby at 8 months, 7 days, because they said after circumcision. If they didn't circumcise, they just say they just supposed to circumcise their baby. So when they circumcised their baby on the 7th, 8th day, they would hang the baby because they did. And you got the people of the great men of Israel, which is the so-called day of today. You would say they're the preachers of today. Say we were better off when we were slaves. You hear people speak like that because that's what the pastors are saying behind closed doors. We were better off for slaves. When basically what they're saying, we're better off just by listening to what they tell you and do what they say instead of trusting in God. You better go read the Maccabees. You gotta go get the King James Bible 1611 and read the Apocrypha. Apocrypha means hidden because if you want to hide something from a Negro, you put it in a book. So the Catholic Church still have it in their Bible. You go get King James 1611, you see the Apocrypha. We go read the Maccabees and see do you want to be a dog or so-called in the Greek fraternity. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. I love you. I do this all I love. Shalom. Hey, wait, one more thing. Master Light. It don't take much to Master Light. I know what they're doing. You can Master Light. You can send it to your friends, share it. You can subscribe to it. This word is free. I don't charge you. I just love doing it. I love doing it. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people.